Welcome to Personal Strategic Life Implementation course. My name is Dr. Arinzechuku Chianumba, and this is my journey that I am called to facilitate growth and cultivate the fulfillment of life destinies. I acquired PhD in mechanical engineering and I gained chartered status. I practiced as a professional for over 10 years, and still I did not know the reason for my birth. It took my participation in a history makers training in 2010 to open my mind. And this course is the result of another 10 years of trying to gain traction on the reason I am allowed to breathe on earth. So why this course? My personal discovery is that most people are fully asleep to the reason for their birth. Therefore, this course is designed to wake learners up to their unique destinies, help them gain traction, help them discover what that destiny is, and then guide them to take a path that enables them fulfill that destiny. By taking this course, you will ignite your life significance, the significance of your presence in this world, and you will commit to fulfilling it. You will repair the damage of poor religious upbringing that has erroneously framed the minds of people to abandon their destinies to God, being ill advised that God implements destinies and fulfills it. But of course, He doesn't. You will be able to identify your role in life and the attendant fulfillment and satisfaction that being a round peg in a round hole brings about in life. You'll be able to discover your unique calling, your purpose, your identity, and therefore your life vision and mission. You will be able to take hold of the foundational background that life is governed by fixed laws and principles and the implication of that in your day-to-day experiences. You'll be able to design the implementation of your destiny in color, in details, and you will be able to take active role, conscious role in implementing your destiny that you design. The course will open your mind. It will challenge the erroneous life philosophies that have probably governed your life up to this moment. And it will create the mental reprogramming, which is necessary to progressively discover your real life in God and commit to fulfilling it. The course is administered through facilitation sessions and workbook exercises. These workbooks enable learners to explore and discover themselves, the change to society coded within each person. And then it will enable learners to design their personal routes to implementing that change and then guide towards practically implementing the change itself. Your life weaknesses will be exposed by the exercises in this course. That's why your first victory will be in completing the assignments. Your first evidence that you are taking control of your destiny. Discover and implement it. I'm here to assist you on the greatest journey of your life, implementing your real life in this world. So let's discover it. Let's implement it. Let's fulfill it. What's in the box? Now, the course is divided into three parts. The first part, called Discover Your Destiny, consists of three workbooks. The second part, Paint the Canvas of Your Future, has four workbooks in it. And the third part, Transform Your World or Implement Your Life Project, has five workbooks in it. In part one, Discover Your Destiny, you will locate your life in the sea of a drifting world and capture the mandate on your life. You will discover your purpose, your vision, your mission, and your life principles. In workbook one, which is the first workbook in this part, you will deal with the challenge of taking charge. Take charge of your life. You will handle the discovery of your life purpose, your vision, and your mission in workbook two. And then workbook three, you cultivate the vision you've discovered about your life, what your life vision is. At the end of part one, you will have my life on a page document, which is a summary of your calling, your purpose, your vision, and your mission in life. And then your life values and principles document, which is just discovered principles and that enable you to materialize your vision as you have captured it. In part two, paint the canvas of your future. You will be able to interpret your fulfilled life purpose in tangible societal impact, and then take hold of the universal law that enables you to accomplish any mission and achieve any goal. Workbook 4, that starts part 2, you will create your inner motive force, your life targets. And in Workbook 5, you will deal with the roadblocks that inevitable challenges that are going to be thrown across your path as soon as you make up your mind to become who you came to be. And in Workbook 6, we'll deal with introducing the implementation process, systems. And in Workbook 7, we apply it to develop your personality formation system that enables you become what you came to be, to fulfill what you came to fulfill. By the end of part 2, you will have the blueprint of your destiny and your fulfilled future, and then your personal transformation system that enables you to change and transform yourself from what you are now to what you are designed to be, so as to fulfill your life on planet Earth. Part 3, transform your world or implement your life project. You will detail the implementation of your life project and engage the implementation process. And Workbook 8, implementation startup. Workbook 9, you will deal with the foundations, the project initiation, the life project initiation, we call it. You're answering questions concerning establishing your life blueprint in Workbook 10. And in Workbook 11, you will establish the route plan to implementing your life blueprint. Workbook 12 will now birth your perfect world. And Workbook 13 rounds of this part. We'll deal with the flexibility and persistence, the 2 weapons that are very necessary for your accomplishing your life on Earth. By the end of part 3, you will have a clear details of the picture of your transformed world. A new world has come into existence because you implemented your life. And then you will have gained traction on your detailed implementation plan. The next live session for this course will run in 2021, from January, 2nd of January to 30th of January. And part 2 of it will run from 6th of March to 17th of March, whereas part 3 will run from 5th of June to 10th of July. And I wish you will be able to take advantage of each of these sessions. I will congratulate you if you do, because your life will now count in the history of our world, seeing that you are engaging to fulfill your destiny and bless our world with the divine treasures of your life. Congratulations indeed. Congratulations. What follows are the testimonies of those that have experienced the course.
All of us here, there are natural things about us. There are things you naturally like to do. There are ways you come across naturally, but you probably have not been able to articulate it to the particular change you are supposed to make in the world. Therefore, you're not doing anything about it. You're just being not yourself. So this course is to help you get all of that. From there, filter out and articulate the particular change. Each one of us is given something. Each one of us is not thrown into the world to just go and exist. No, you were wired, every one of us, you were wired for something. And God has, in the Bible, given us precedences to make us know that He's expecting us to find out what we are wired for and do it, because we are going to give account for it. And lack of knowledge does not stop you from perishing. Lack of knowledge doesn't excuse us. It simply locks us into perishing because we lack knowledge. Even God does not deliver us or forgive us for lack of knowledge. I said, even God doesn't. Basically, the consequence of not knowing, God does not remove the consequence from us. That's what I mean. The impact, the lack of knowledge we have in your life and destiny, God does not delete it. God cannot delete it. So, the focus is to help you get all that is natural about you, articulate it, focus on what you are given to do that shows who God is. And then going down from this workbook 2, going down, be able to plan your life according to what you are given to do and be able to implement it.
For me, the workbook and all what we've studied is so intellectual in a way that we need to really reflect in ourselves. We need to reflect in our life from childhood, what we have become and what we intend to change. And I think it's a lot of thinking and a lot of departure from where we used to be, what we dream to be, what we haven't accomplished, and what we want to be. So it's a life-changing part. It's a life-changing. The workbook reflects on you. It's what you want to be, what your dream is, what you have made to be, what were you shaped to be. Those are the things that we weren't thinking about where we're seeing childhood up to now. And it's time for us to start thinking about our shape, what we came for, what do we really want to do, what do we do that makes us happy.
Doing the exercises helped me to put words onto my thoughts. Because sometimes when you think about something, it's a bit vague in your mind. You don't know exactly what is your thought process, what is motivating you and all that. But doing the exercise really helped me to put words onto my value system and my like things that help me to in my decision-making process, basically.
Yeah, basically what my understanding, my takes from the first module was basically is a waking call for me. It's a waking call to really realize that there's a lot of potentials in me, really channeling it to the right thing to do. So I was more or less pursuing self-actualization. So doing the things I thought probably was acceptable in the society, but forgetting the fact that there's thing in me that's it's a vacuum that I need to pursue. I need to understand. I need to channel my life to the purpose where I'm created. So that module is basically gave me an awakening call for me to understand that I have a purpose. I have the energy, I have the potentials, and I have the necessary capabilities to achieve what I'm created for. So it's a very awakening call for me personally.
Okay.
It's a whole lot, I must say. It takes thinking through one's life, and now with the new knowledge, it's like it's reshaping one's thinking, shaping everything. And then at the end of the course, I was able to prioritize things and leave out what is not very important. And those things I do think probably were important. I realized that they are not so important. And setting goals become part of my lifestyle. So going through the assignment gives me the opportunity to really think through my life and giving my life a purpose. Like, now I know what to do. How should I go about it? It's a whole lot. So I will just encourage everyone to go through the assignment because it helps the thinking process. And at the end of the day, if you do it, I believe you will never remain the same, because after the last one, I wasn't actually the same anymore. Every minute meant a lot to me.
Before now, as a lecturer, you just keep pursuing, you want to publish. You want to publish, you want to pursue PhD, you want to publish, you want to be recognized as an academic, There were so many things that one was pursuing. Others people have bought houses, you want to buy, you want your children, if you can put your children in private schools. There were so many things that actually was driving my life, kind of. What my parents were saying about at home, oh, these people have built houses, you need to, you know, you're a senior lecturer. There are so many things that we are actually driving one's life. And these things that we are in the front seat actually ought not to be in the front seat. They ought to be at the back seat. What should be in the front seat was actually at the back seat. So going through this course now, I need to think, wait a minute, this order is not right at all. And then beginning to say, okay, what are my potentials? One would think maybe given your attainment, you should know these things, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So beginning to rearrange this thing, know what your potentials are, what your purpose is, what your thought system is, what is your belief. Being able to make sense of all these things and begin to, new strategies are formed, new goals beginning to emerge, you know, new plans. That's amazing. It's interesting, very amazing.
For me, it's been a very useful training. The last time I went on it, I explained how it reoriented me. It was more for me like, you know, a combination of everything you've said, like, you know, being able to put things down. I put things down a lot as a person, but it helped me streamline things. And like Stephen was saying, it also helped me think through what is actually driving my life and what should be driving my life and all that. So I was able to come up with a plan and start something. But coming back to the training again now, it served as a reminder, just like one of the cases we saw on the first day or the first workshop, where, you know, the lady had things she had done and then she stacked them away, came back and started saying things and was like, oh, okay, I did say I'll do this and that. So for me, it serves to remind me and to fine tune things, and I'm coming up with new things. So it's not really like throwing in the last submission I made. I didn't even go back to those ones because I want to think through things again. So it's helping me think, you know, on a fresh page, make more notes. I make notes a lot, you know, and come up with more ideas. And it's opening me up. Holy Spirit helping me to just begin to realize things more. So it's very useful for me to think deeper.
I've made so much decision over last year when we had this training that I would have made in my life if I didn't have this training. Because what it inserts in me is confidence. It boosts my self-esteem. It makes me challenge things that I would never have challenged in my life. And it puts me on a different level that I would never have expected to put myself. So one thing the training does, it does give you the confidence, but some of those goals, they come with the confidence. They come with the confidence. That is when you start making changes to your life. And it might be very little changes, but it's a very big one because you've never taken that leap before. You took a big leap because you come out of your comfort zone. You are not taking any, I'm comfortable for your life anymore. You want to go beyond comfortable.